Greetings, I'm Craig Smyser with 1835 Realty. With the phenomenal success of the music programs at Vandegrift, it's not surprising that we've got some incredibly talented teens in our neighborhood. One of them has a long list of accomplishments, including going to state for both jazz guitar and choir, and also releasing several of his own albums. We're going to visit today with Noah Levine on this episode of Discover Steiner Ranch.
When I was younger, my parents had signed me up for all the other neighborhood sports. So I did soccer, basketball, football, and none of them really clicked. When I was 9, my dad started teaching me guitar. That was the first instrument that I really fell in love with, really. I would play and play and play, and I took lessons. And eventually, when I was 12, my parents bought me this analog, box 8-track recorder where I'd start making stuff. It was all horrible. Anything I would put together in there, if I listened to it now, I'd probably throw it away. And eventually would upgrade as I got better and as I understood more, to the point where I have a setup like this. Once I joined high school, I became a part of the band program, as well as the choir program, and heavily involved with jazz as well. I sort of had all these different outlets for music, as well as doing all my own stuff at home in here. And it was really one of the only things that I was good at. And I loved it, which is good that I have both of those things, because if I was good at it but I hated it, I'd have an issue there. I loved it, and I made my own music, taught myself how to produce, played all the instruments. I released my 3rd album in winter of last year called One Man Party, and I've released a couple singles since then. Most recently, my song called House Arrest. It's been kind of a little bit crazy, the attention and stuff that I've been getting recently, but it's a lot of fun and I still love doing it, and that's where I got to where I am today. The list of instruments I play somewhat proficiently, and then there's some that I know well enough just to play on a record. I took drum lessons, guitar, saxophone, and voice lessons, and bass guitar as well. Those, I would say, are my proficient instruments that I could show up to a gig and hold up my own. I had to teach myself how to play some piano for a lot of my stuff, and same with ukulele. I think that might be it. Well, this used to be my bedroom. I had a bunk bed right here. This desk didn't exist. I had a little dresser that I emptied out all the drawers and used that as a desk to put a computer on, and I put my amplifiers in there inside of it, and it was up against there, and I had just this tiny little square that I started to make music in. I had more things that I wanted just to have in my arsenal when I was playing and recording. I worked a lot of yard jobs, yard work, delivering Chinese food. So aside from this, I do other jobs to make money to support this until this can support me. When I was in 8th grade, that was the first time I released an EP. It was horrible. It was not good. It was good for an 8th grader. I'll give myself some credit there. You know, I told my friends, hey, I released an EP, you should listen to it. And then with the next release, I played some shows and promoted it there. And then with the next one, I did a lot of playlisting and a big presence on social media. And with each release, I'm finding out how to promote myself and market myself. A lot of recent successes and exciting stuff for me. I'm going to Berklee College of Music in the fall to study music production. That's been my dream school since I was in middle school. All of my school accomplishments, different all-state stuff and solo competition was an amazing experience, and it's also helped me build up a resume to help me get in and get scholarships. In addition to that, outside of school, I just recently signed with United Talent Agency, where they're gonna be helping me to grow my team. So it's not just myself straining myself, and so I can just be myself to create. I'm really excited for that. My biggest role models at the moment are my music teachers at the high school. So Mr. Zook, Mr. Howard, they do such a great job of making music such an amazing and enjoyable experience for people, more of an experience than the actual music, so they can connect with it and stay with it throughout life, whether that's something they want to do or whether they don't. music is just one of those things that'll stay with you if you have the right mentors, and I think they do a great job with that. My goal is just to move forward. I don't want to move backwards with my music. Eventually, I would love to support myself financially, support me, potentially a family with my music, and let this be what I do, because this is what I love, and I can't see myself doing anything else and truly enjoying it.
Inside the big blue ocean, thinking things I wanna do with you.
Noah's one of the great people in Steiner that make this such a wonderful place to live. I'm Craig Smyser with 1835 Realty.
I'm Noah Levine.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Discover Steiner Ranch. And remember, when you're ready to buy or sell a home in Steiner, I'm ready to help.